Hey friends, I have another ukulele to show you to let you get a good look at. And today that is the Outdoor Ukulele, the Outdoor Tenor, made in Bend, Oregon by the Outdoor Ukulele Company. And first things first, to get out of the way before we start, plastic ukuleles versus wood ukuleles. They're different things. I think it's kind of like comparing veggie burgers to beef burgers. I've had really great veggie burgers. I've had really great beef burgers. But they're never going to be the same thing. They can be wonderful, but their own thing. So get that out of the way. Plastic ukes have a purpose, have a niche, and they can be fun. So, the Outdoor Tenor Ukulele. This is a newer design by these folks. The company began a couple years ago with a Kickstarter campaign, and they had a soprano that was out there, and I tried it. A couple of friends had them, and there were some issues that people voiced with that, which were the same issues that I had with it. Not to hurt anyone's feelings, but I wasn't a big fan of the initial product, and they redesigned things based on what people said, and they implemented all of that for this tenor. And one of the things that they changed was the neck. The original neck was kind of square and kind of thick, and they've made it not as thick, and they've rounded the edges. They also have a lower action than there was before, and the action on this is quite nice. I'm very picky about action, and they did a fine job with that. Also, the frets are not as high as they used to be, and those are lowered, so it feels very good on the hands. And it's my understanding this is 2 pieces of plastic glued together with a special procedure, and so that's kind of amazing to me. I'm certainly not an engineer myself. So this is the tenor model of the Outdoor Ukulele. This color is bottle green. It is polycarbonate injection mold plastic. You can see somewhat that this is an opaque bottle green. Also comes in bottle brown. And they have 2 newer colors that are silver and gold. There's a special coating that they use for that, to get that. This thing, according to the lovely box that it came in, will hold up to extreme weather. It can get wet. I mean, it's plastic. It can hold up into temperatures to negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And as hot as 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. So you can keep this in your car. I suppose it lives up to its promise to be good for all outdoor situations. Let me show you how this thing is put together. You've got the fret markers painted on top of the fret of the fretboard. There are no markers on the top of the neck, however, not there. The bridge has I don't know the technical term for these. It's got the holes. You tie the knot in the string, you plunk it in there, and then you pull it up and you string it. Geared tuners. Nice light geared tuners. And you can get this with a passive pickup. You can get a single or a double. I've got a single in there. And of course you get that slot, and also doubles as a strap button, and you can get an additional strap button put on there. And this thing is a little weightier than you might expect plastic to be. Now, one thing that I did when I was trying to assess this and see what I thought of it was I went into the local store and I picked up a tenor that was made out of laminate, and I picked up another plastic uke, the Waterman, which is a soprano. There's no other plastic tenor on the market, to see how they compared. One thing I noticed is that this is a thicker, stronger plastic than the Waterman. Otherwise, it's hard to compare the two. The action's lower on this, and between this and the laminate, the sustain of the sound box is better, and it's also not as deep. I forgot what model I was holding that day, but that's my little effort in comparing things for you. But now let's hear it. One One thing I noticed very quickly, because I'm primarily a soprano player, is that I like to strum up the neck, and most sopranos that I own are very forgiving about that. This is not. When I strum up here, it's not as loud as when I strum over here, and that seems like basic sound engineering that I should know better to do. This is it strumming. Dirty sound to it, but kind of nice twang. Good for some roots music, I think. Picking. That's when you really get a sense of the sustain. I think what's on here for strings is Outdoor Uke's own fluorocarbons. I'm wondering what the sound would be if I put different ones on here, maybe some Aquilas. I don't know. But there's something very fun about these plastics. They're just so different. And the sound that you get is so different. If sound is vibration, right? When you really get going on one of these, what strikes me with this and with other plastics that I've played is you get this weird vibration that you feel right in your body, right up against your body when you're playing, that I tried to come up with a phrase for. The only one I could come up with is a sonic thwump. Sounds very geeky, but it's just you. Oh, I'm getting a little crazy on you. This is the Outdoor Ukulele Tenor. They've got a retooled soprano out soon.